Good morning. Hello, Bobby.
Good morning, Ed. How you doing, man?
Well, I'm still got this frog in my throat, so I can't get rid of it yet. So what are you going to do?
You said it's improving though, huh?
I think so, but
That's good, man. Yeah. Honestly, I've never heard you lose your voice before, so.
I did it probably a couple years ago when I got COVID.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
When I got COVID one time, and I could not forever talk without tea in my hands or any, drinking constantly.
Yeah.
I was so dry mouth from it. And that was one of the things, but this is just my vocal cords are strained because I talked the week I was sick a lot.
Okay.
And they're like, don't talk. And then the next week, don't talk. It's like, I run a company and all I do is talk.
Yeah.
I do video. I do radio. I had to cancel my radio show last week because of this. So, oh, well, work through it. We'll deal with it.
Well, I'm glad you're feeling better. Or starting to feel better.
I've been feeling great forever. It's just I don't sound like I feel great.
Gotcha.
Last week I was talking to a client. They're like, "Oh, you sound so sick." No, I'm okay. But since you want to talk to my assistant, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the worst part of it. It's like, okay, good thing I have people they can talk to and keep working.
Sure.
Because if I was a single LO with this, I'd be poor.
So what else?
I mean, like,
yeah. Did you do anything fun over the weekend?
No, my wife got sick.
No.
She's blaming me, but she flew home after me, so I don't know how it's my fault.
Yeah.
But no, I was just so glad the rain was happening so that it would take the snow off my roof of my cabin, because I don't even know if the roof is going to be sound by the time all that snow is off there.
Yeah. How much? Do you know how much snow you had on your roof up there?
A lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You say my friends live in Tahoe. They had like 6 feet of snow.
Yeah. That's a lot of those houses look like they were igloos all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, I don't think any of those houses were rated for that kind of snow load.
No, they're not. We're at a 13% pitch. So, it doesn't, the way it'll take more load, but you still don't want it on there as long as possible. Luckily with the rain, it knocked some of it down, because the guy that does our driveway and everything, he's like, I got a team. We're going to go around and take snow off decks. And that, I'm like thinking my back deck's probably gone.
Oh yeah.
It was weak to begin with. It needed, when wood's $1,200 a board foot.
Yeah. Especially back then. Right.
Right. There's no way I'm going to do it. And now I checked the other day. So pre-pandemic was $248 per board for square, 1,000 square feet or whatever. And now it's $360. It's not so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now is the time to do it. Go buy a bunch of wood, do the work that you need to do.
Yeah.
And go get an RV. I hear there's a lot on the lot. So
when I drive out to my friend's house in Turlock, I'm like, it looks like a 20-acre facility just full of RVs. I'm like, who's buying all these?
Probably nobody. They're just sitting there. We got a deal for you now. And I'm just waiting for all the ones that they bought during the pandemic at high prices. And, same with the used cars going back,
Yeah.
Because a lot of the used cars where they paid 20-30% more for are not worth what they paid for them back then.
Yeah. I know. Yeah. Yeah. Don't get me started on the cars, man. I'm waiting. I'm in a good spot where I don't have to jump on it, but the next car we want right now, it's like $90,000. It's like a Suburban with a diesel. It's like pretty practical family car.
Right.
I'm like, no, I'll wait.
Yeah, it's expensive.
We'll keep squeezing the kids in the Traverse for now.
There you go. Before you know it, you won't need it anymore.
Yeah. Like I said, by the time I can afford the Suburban, they'll be in college, right?
Right, and then you can just buy yourself a little sports car.
Yeah.
One of those electric Mustangs or something.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah. Don't get me started on that, man.
I can't stand the new electric Mustang. It's just it's not a Mustang. It doesn't look like a Mustang. Yeah.
I always joke that with these electric vehicles, they're pushing them so much, right? What they're going to do is they're going to come out with an option where it's going to have like a speaker that sounds like an engine. You know,
I already just thought of that. Create that design.
Yeah. And I guess
boom, 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 boom,
you might be able to sell some people on it, but
everybody will sell on that. Because right now they're so fast, electric vehicles.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, because those engines right to the freaking tires and just gone, and gone in 60 seconds.
Yeah, no, they're quick. They're quick, but you do that, man, you're only going to make it 100 miles, right?
Yeah, but most people do that in town.
Yeah,
they don't do it like all on their trips. But that's the other thing. I said until they can go 500 to 1,000 miles. I want 1,000 miles. That way I can go somewhere and have rapid charging or have a solar thing on the roof. When the roofs have solar we'll talk then. But right now, forget it. Give me the diesel.
I saw a hilarious video, and it was like a new Ford Lightning, right? And it's on the side of the road because obviously the battery had died, and so they had a gas generator in the bed of the truck charging it. I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
technology's still not there yet, guys.
No, it's not. But I mean, then that's the thing, is it's not there yet. It's early adopters. We need so many more, and truly the cost to make them and the cost for the batteries and what it's doing. I'm just glad the administration's finally realizing we need oil to keep going for the next 50 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank God. It's only took us to get into this horrible place. Because right now the biggest thing of inflation is utilities. Right, which is natural gas and that kind of stuff.
I was gonna say, I know everybody I've talked to lately has been like, man, did PG&E do another rate increase? I'm like, well, I was like, I think the cost of natural gas went up, right? As well as it was a colder winter than we normally have, right?
Well, and probably we have a special blend of natural gas in California,
right?
Like we have our special blend of fuel.
Yeah, in summertime,
summertime and winter blend.
Yeah,
it smells like grass and.
It doesn't make it any cheaper, so that's
because when we were in Texas, dude, gas was $2.58 a gallon. Yeah, ridiculously cheap. You come here for $5. What the heck? Why? Because we have a special blend.
Yeah, well,
the oil out of the ground in California is better than any oil anywhere else. I don't know if we really need a special blend out of it.
Well, like the fuel prices in Hawaii are cheaper than California.
So that's pretty sad,
right? I mean, they ship everything in, but we just have so many taxes. I think it's, what is it, like 60?
It's at least $1 something for taxes.
Is it?
Yeah.
With
AirFed and everything else. So
yeah.
All right, but that's not why we came here today.
It's infrastructure. It's all part of the economy.
Well,
right?
I mean, a lot of things happened last 2 days. Rates improved because of, unfortunately, banks failing, which is all because of the Federal Reserve. What they raised rates so fast, or not, I should say, not fast enough. They should have done a huge increase in the beginning, like two to three, in a few meetings, and had a major change, and we wouldn't be where we are right now with banks failing. So they're going forward. They're probably not going to raise anymore. Going forward, they're probably going to have to start reducing. And what does this mean to you as a buyer?
Yeah, it means you have a very narrow window to take advantage of this before everyone else, gets word and they go, hey man, rates have dropped. I've been waiting for this.
Right. Well, you have that balloon that has helium in it, and it's still up there. Well, right now it had just fallen. It's coming down and it's about ready to hit the thing you're holding, the string, about ready to fall to the ground, because that opportunity is going away. You're going to start competing with a lot more people if you don't hurry it up.
Yeah. I'm not, I'm not going to be surprised if we go back to multiple offers with,
we're pretty much there under a certain price point.
Well, I was going to say cash over though, right? Like, so we're seeing multiple offers on anything that's like, especially like around, anything below 400
FHA guidelines.
Yeah. Good night, Matilda. Even like 500 though, we're still seeing multiple offers. Just kind of depends. Sometimes sellers are wanting to sit there and kind of wait and see if they get additional offers. I don't recommend that. If you have a good offer, let's try and make it work,
Right.
But yeah, so jump on it now, because we're gonna go back to that point where there's so much competition. It's going to be discouraging, right? I mean, you got people that you'd go out and we would have to look at a house within the first 24 hours. And even if we did that, sometimes they already had multiple offers.
Right. Yeah. And I think a lot of people are like, I don't believe these guys. I think there's going to be those 30% of people that's listening to us. They're going to say they're full of it. No, it's already there. What you're going to lose first is the opportunity of getting money for closing costs.
Yeah.
That's the first thing.
Seller credits.
It's going to be gone.
Yeah.
You're going to have to come with your own closing costs and down. And then after that goes, then you're going to start going, okay, I'm going to write 5,000 over. No, it's going to take 20 grand over to get this house.
Yeah. Yeah. That, there's a couple buyers that I've had, that are kind of like on the fence about that. And I'm like, I'm telling you right now, I was like, let's just go ahead and bite the bullet. Let's purchase this house at the price that we need to, right? Let's compete and refinance when the opportunity comes, because you're not going to get this kind of house in another 6 months from now.
Right. But in the next week, we're going to see a huge difference in interest rates.
Yeah.
I'm just huge. With the PPI coming out today, CPI coming out today, and PPI coming out, or tomorrow, I should say, came out already today. Those two inflation reports, really the Wednesday is going to be the big one. That's what everybody's waiting for. And that's going to come out and show that, hey, the inflation's in check, and look what's happening. More banks are going to be failing, and we need to fix that. So that's where the problem is. And going forward, rates are going to go down, not up.
But now one good thing is, as we're seeing rates go down, right, is that's obviously going to encourage sellers to put their house on the market. So hopefully
We hope.
hopefully we see some inventory, people that have been waiting for that move. I think that I guess the complicated thing is like when everyone moves at the same time, the market tightens that much more. Right. So those opportunities are quickly fading. Especially if you're a first time home buyer, getting seller credits is something we hadn't seen in a few years, and we're seeing it, and it's great.
Right.
It definitely helps with closing costs.
You're going to see a lot of people move out of the snow line.
Think so after this hard winter?
Oh my God. You're going to see a lot of people selling their places in Tahoe, a lot of people selling their places above Sonora when because if they were living there full time, they're like done.
Yeah. I know my friends were stuck in their house for about 3 days before the road got plowed.
Yeah.
Luckily they work from home.
Right. But I'm saying people are like, okay, we got to get lower. I'm hearing that a lot.
Yeah.
So I'm going to see, you'll see more second homes up higher buying those. And then those people buying more lower price homes, not lower price, but lower altitude so they can go to work.
Yeah. You can see people flood into Sonora, huh?
Yeah.
Like, oh, we get a dusting down here.
Well, it's so much, but they didn't realize how much snow we actually can get. I mean, this is the worst we've had ever that I know I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember as a kid in the 80s and the things always up that way going up to the mountains. The snow line was so high all the time on the side of the road. It's only been the last 10 years or 15 years. They were so low with all the drought we had.
Yeah. I was going to say, I think we're, well, I'm sure politicians will still say we're in a drought, right?
Of course they need the federal money,
but yeah, I would say let's go take a look at the reservoirs and see how full these things are going to be in the summer.
I don't know if you know this, but they've extended the April 15th deadline to October for filing your taxes.
Oh yeah.
You didn't hear about this?
No.
Certain counties in California, pretty much all counties in California, because of the flooding and all the stuff that we went through, they extended the actual IRS deadline to file your taxes to October. That includes paying what you owe.
Oh, wow.
Without penalties.
No kidding.
Yeah. So checking into your tax person, talk to them. I saw it somewhere last week. I was like, what? Yeah. So they extended the deadlines, which is because they're afraid that people won't be able to do it because of the snow and water and rain and all the stuff.
Yeah.
That we've had.
Yeah.
And the floods,
I can see that.
Yeah. So because we're in emergencies counties, they filed that. So they extended it. First, they did it till a certain date, May, and then now they extended it till October.
Yeah.
So talk to your tax advisor. Don't take my word. I'm not a tax professional. I just relaying what I saw.
Awesome.
I just want to get that little caveat out there.
Yeah.
Before they turn me in. All right. Anything else you want to talk about?
No, that's it, man.
Go get your home now.
We've been saying it for quite a while. I know, beating that dead horse, and it seems like, there obviously there's we want to sell homes. That's what we do, right?
And we want to get people in. We want to get you into a home.
And we want to make sure you get into a home at a good price, because they just keep getting overpriced. I mean, the market's going to go up. There's plenty of young folks out there in the market making good money. Housing prices are not going to drop. No,
we need 17 million homes to be built in the next decade to get caught up.
Yeah.
That's nationwide. Figure 30% of that in California, and we're nowhere close to that in California.
Yeah.
Think about it. Look around. Like we've talked about before the show, where they're going to get water from in certain areas, how they're doing this, how they're doing that. And that's what you're running into, is that we need to build more homes. Even up in Sonora and other places, they need more homes. They just don't have enough.
Yeah.
It was so expensive over the last couple of years to build. People stopped. Even we stopped building our house.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah. You guys had big plans.
Well, I mean, at 37% increase in cost, that's a lot of money.
Yeah. That's enough to make you be patient, right?
Well, that's $37,000 per $100,000.
Yeah.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Anyway, enough. Thank you for coming in today, Bobby. I appreciate it. Hopefully my voice will be better by Thursday. Who knows? Probably not.
Yeah.
I'm probably into this for another week. Who knows?
Gotcha.
All right. Everybody make a great day. Thanks for watching. And Bobby, thanks for being here.
Thank you.